I just created a new Reddit account. Oh, politics. I like to keep up with current events. Let's see what this is about. If you've been to any Reddit sub that isn't the conservative sub, you probably came across some wacky liberals. Honestly, I don't think I ever came across a normal liberal on this app. Nobody is more obsessed with Trump, Republicans, conservatives, MAGA, white Christian males, billionaires, you name it, more than Reddit liberals. So today, we're going to be exploring the politics subreddit. Let's get into it. So we're just going to be looking at articles that are posted the past couple of days, and let me tell you, it leans insanely left. Any post that is posted that's bashing Trump or conservatives or propping up Democrats, it has tens of thousands of upvotes. Anything that goes against Democrats, calls them out, it'll have 0 upvotes. And you'll have people in the comments turning the subject, doing a lot of whataboutisms, and just bringing up Trump, even when Trump's not even, related to the article. So let's take a look here. 3 days ago, we saw, of course, Fauci had the Senate hearings. Now I'm posting this video a couple of days after I recorded this video, so some things might not be completely up to date, but you get the point. The Fauci Senate hearing was recently. Fetterman says that Fauci was a little fixated on his own fame. Now, Democrats are not a big fan of Fetterman anymore. They fought tooth and nail for Fetterman when he was running against Oz. Even though he had the stroke, they still did everything they could to defend him. Oh, a stroke, no big deal. Now they absolutely hate him. They cannot stand Fetterman. He's probably going to get primaried whenever he runs in 2028. They can't stand him now, but they were the same people defending him with everything they got back when he was showing signs that he might not be a reliable candidate for them, a reliable politician for them. Let's take a look at the comments here. Sit down, you're a clown. That's an awfully delicate glass house to be throwing stones in. Efferman. Dr. Fauci is an American hero. 29 upvotes in politics. They really think this. Fetterman is a Republican. Who the F cares? Fauci saved lives. End of story. I cannot wait until this man fades into oblivion. What a disappointment. I mean, you kind of knew what you were getting. Says the guy who goes on Fox News constantly to crap on his own party. I mean, I do like guys who hold their own parties accountable. F off, Shrek. Hey, personal insults, not really good, right? Loser that used fame to get into office, then betray the people who support him, says someone else was fixated on fame. So I don't know how he really used fame. He was an attorney general for Pennsylvania. Didn't really, get known about outside of Pennsylvania until he ran for Senate. Fame, I don't know. Let's take a look at what else Democrats are mad about in the politics. So this was 9 months ago. I wanted to highlight this because Graham Plattner was a guy who literally had a Nazi tattoo on him, had a terrible history through social media, making terrible comments, rape accusations. Democrats did everything they can to defend this guy. Just because they didn't want Susan Collins, a somewhat moderate politician? I don't know. So what's with so many Plattner posts and comments by folks who hide their Reddit history? So they're more concerned about people who hide their Reddit history. The thing about purity tests is that no one could pass them. Eventually everyone will do something you don't agree with and they will fail. Heard him on Pod Save last week and donated to his campaign. Another thing people on politics hate is New York Post and Fox News articles. 3 hours ago, the distance date that Mamdani has chosen for city-owned grocery stores should raise alarm bells. So this is receiving a lot of criticism, which it should be, from people all around the world, obviously, especially in New York City. 119 comments, 0 upvotes. People downvoted the heck out of this. Honestly, you should get banned for linking New York Post as a source. So New York Post leans right. It does what many liberal articles do that are posted all the time here and has tons of upvotes. It could be biased, sure, but these people hate it because they call out things that are on the Democratic side that do not make Democrats look good. Oh, F off, tourist. You're not even from New York, and you're spouting propaganda. Is Mamdani from New York? I mean, he was born in Uganda. All OP does is post Mamdani hit pieces like it's an obsession. Like these people don't post Trump every minute. More likely they're a shill or a bot. You're constantly called a bot if you're a Republican, conservative on here. Block, mute, do not click and move on. Engagement is the worst thing you could give these posters. Ban New York Post from the sub. So much for free speech and different ideas. Posting things from a garbage heap like New York Post should raise some alarm bells. So they're not even bringing up what's actually mentioned in the article and in the headlines. Stop posting this garbage. New York Post is a right-wing rag. They're not even talking about what's actually in the post. They're just mad that it's a New York Post. They're mad at what they're seeing in the headlines. They're mad that this poster keeps constantly posting anti-Mamdani stuff. Like, look at all of this stuff. They're not even actually even talking about what's in the headline. Crazy stuff, folks. A month ago, nationwide Democrats elect and embrace socialists who hate America. Another New York Post. 177 comments. F right off, New York Post. Downvote this and move on. This article is propaganda, even for a New York Post. I find this part especially funny. The guests supported an array of hard left positions, including eliminating ICE, socializing medicine, and authoritarian green energy mandates. I do not want that. Haha, no man, they love America. That's why Americans are voting for them. We hate narcissistic, rapist assholes. So, a lot of people who are voting for these people, you'll never see them fly an American flag. You'll never see them say anything good about America. They say, oh yeah, well, we could like America by, protesting and wanting better change for America. You never liked America in the first place. If you trigger the New York Post, then you know you're doing something right. Nobody hates America and Americans more than conservatives. So I'm a conservative. I absolutely love America. If we hated America, we'd give it to Republicans. Hate America according to who? Is hating America a journalist position? F you and the New York Post. F the Post. Socialists who hate America? That's a loaded statement, buddy. I feel like every socialist hates America. All they do is talk bad about America. Never anything good. 9 days ago, bombshell memo shows Biden planned to leave Trump with even more massive immigration crisis. So it's a fact that Biden did a terrible job at the border for his 4 years. Absolute fact. Tens of millions of people let into this country should not have. Fox News, 0 upvotes, 135 comments. Fox News, or Fox isn't news, bad bot. Fox News, enough said. So we're not even going to talk about, once again, what's in the article. Bombshell memo. Fox News right in the trash. Fox News should be banned here. Yo, OP, you in a cult, buddy. So we're not even talking about anything related to this. Crazy stuff. Fox News is gutless. What a sham. Why is it always people with hidden profiles who post propaganda? What makes it propaganda? What makes, anything that's anti-Trump not propaganda, but this is propaganda? And here we go. Because they're too dim to realize that there are sites that can show their post history anyway. OP appears to be a native Spanish speaker because irony isn't quite dead. All those effing dorks are cowards. Fox News is a automatic downvote. Let's see the controversial comments here. AOL posted the same thing. That's literally the same Fox News story. Well, AOL posted it though. We would have to have an immigration crisis to have a massive crisis. The only crisis is ICE, so we definitely have an immigration crisis. Now, the last thing I want to show you guys is when Rudy Giuliani was in the hospital a couple months ago. Here's an article here. Rudy Giuliani is breathing on his own while hospitalized with pneumonia. And let's see the people wishing bad, making fun of Rudy Giuliani. I feel sorry for the pneumonia. That means he's no longer in critical condition. These people are cockroaches. Nothing seems to kill them. And they've infested every single dark corner of the world. Ooh, that's pretty bad. That's too bad. Hope it gets better. Interpret that however you will. Dang. So they're upset that he has pneumonia. Thoughts and prayers for pneumonia. I wouldn't wish Rudy on anyone. Ay. Shucks, maybe next time. Couldn't care any less than I do right now. Well, that's disappointing. Just say you won, Rudy. I don't really care, do you? So every time I see Democrats making fun of Charlie Kirk, conservatives, Republicans, Rudy Giuliani, like we saw in that case, I always like to compare how Republicans treat the other side of when they're physically hurt, when they pass away, when they're ill. Let's take a look at the comparison. So right here, Nancy Pelosi's husband, I always think about this one, was violently assaulted in home invasions. So you're going to see people on the conservative site now, this is conservative, wish a speedy recovery for Paul Pelosi. I wouldn't have blamed Paul Pelosi if he had shot his intruder. Nobody has a right to invade your home. I agree. I greatly dislike the Pelosi's. However, I wouldn't wish this on people I dislike at all. Your home is where you should be able to feel safe. I agree. See the difference here? Straight to jail right away. I personally dislike the Pelosi's people, but would never condone this or cheer it. That's scary. Hope he's okay. Awful thing to happen to anyone regardless of political affiliation. Hope he's okay. And there's, of course, not everybody's like this. Hope he's okay. I hope Paul recovers smoothly. And violence is never okay. So you see this stuff, you see the difference. That's the problem with these subreddits. You go through politics on Reddit, you're going to see a mess. Liberal echo chambers all over this app. Absolutely ridiculous. Let me know your thoughts on this video. Let me know your thoughts on these subs on Reddit. Let me know what your thoughts are on Reddit in general. I'd appreciate if you subscribe. Help me get to 1,000 subscribers. I'm out, guys. Peace.